Have you ever helped someone, even when you were tired, and it made your heart glow brighter? In the quiet hush of Moonpetal Marsh, where reeds rustled like soft whispers and frogs sang sleepy songs, lived a tiny firefly named Luma. Her glow wasn't the brightest in her swarm, nor the quickest to flicker, but it was the warmest. Some fireflies sparkled like stars, some flashed like tiny comets, but Luma shone like a gentle lantern. Every summer, the fireflies hosted the Night of Kind Light, a magical evening when they lit up the marsh to guide night-traveling animals safely home. Young fireflies practiced for weeks, learning to glow in patterns, swoop in graceful arcs, and rest only when their light dimmed to low. But this year, something unusual happened. The marsh had grown darker than usual. Thick clouds covered the moon, and a cool fog blanketed the water. Even the grown fireflies admitted it would take extra effort to brighten the night. Luma felt her tiny belly flutter. "I hope I can help," she whispered. "Of course you can," said Brill, the brightest firefly in the swarm. "Just stay close to us, follow the pattern, and don't fall behind." Luma nodded eagerly. When evening fell, the swarm gathered above the reed beds. Elder Glowroot lifted herself into the air, her soft golden light rippling outward like warm honey. "Tonight," she announced, "we shine not for ourselves, but for every traveler who needs a safe path. Let kindness guide your glow." The swarm rose into the dusky sky. At first, everything went smoothly. Fireflies formed flowing lines that shimmered over the marsh like sparkling ribbons. Luma followed the pattern, fluttering with determination. Even when her glow flickered slightly, she breathed deeply, remembering Elder Glowroot's words. But halfway through the flight, a sudden chilly gust swept across the marsh. Luma tumbled sideways. Brill darted ahead without noticing. The formation drifted away, leaving Luma slightly behind. She tried to catch up, but her glow dimmed under the pressure of flapping too hard. "That's okay," she whispered to herself. "I'll rest for just a moment." As she hovered near a cattail, a soft sniffle reached her ears. "Hello," Luma called gently. A tiny field mouse peeked out, whiskers trembling. His fur was damp with fog, and his eyes were wide with worry. "I'm lost," he squeaked. "I wandered too far looking for moonberries, and now I can't find my burrow." Luma felt her glow brighten with purpose. "Don't worry, I'll help you." The mouse blinked. "But you're small, and your light is too. Won't you get tired?" Luma thought about Brill and the others, about the bright patterns she was supposed to follow. But then she looked at the trembling mouse. "Even a small light can guide someone," she said softly. "Stay close." They began their journey along the marsh's winding paths. Luma hovered low so the mouse could see her glow. Sometimes a reed blocked their way, and sometimes puddles splashed onto the mouse's paws, making him shiver. Each time he hesitated, Luma brightened her glow with all her might. "You're doing great," she said. After a while, Luma's wings grew tired. Her glow flickered like a sleepy candle. The mouse glanced up nervously. "Are you okay?" "I'm just a little tired," Luma admitted. "But we're close. I can feel it." They reached a patch of mossy stones, and the mouse's eyes lit up. "This looks familiar." Suddenly, a deep croak echoed through the fog. Elder Glowroot appeared overhead, her warm golden shimmer lighting up the stones. "Luma," she said, "why did you leave the formation?" "We were worried." Before Luma could answer, the little mouse stepped forward. "She stayed behind to help me. I would still be lost if not for her." Glowroot's golden light warmed the fog. "Is that so?" Luma nodded shyly. "I know I'm supposed to stay with the swarm, but he needed someone. I thought helping him was also part of our kind light." Glowroot smiled. and her glow pulsed gently. It is. Kindness doesn't follow a straight line, it follows the heart. She lowered herself to hover beside Luma. You may be small, but tonight, your light was one of the brightest. Luma's glow blossomed into a warm, steady shine. The mouse waved his tiny paw. Thank you, Luma. Luma rejoined the swarm with Elder Glorut guiding her. When she arrived, Brill fluttered over. I thought you got tired, he said. I did, Luma replied. But my light helped someone who needed it. Brill paused, then nodded with respect. That's the bravest glow of all. For the rest of the night of kind light, Luma flew proudly among her swarm. Her glow wasn't the brightest or the biggest, but it was kind, warm, and steady. And for every traveler beneath the marsh sky, that was exactly the light they needed.